If you're watching on video right now, it looks as though I am doing this solo, but that is not the case. My name is Jesse Roberts. I am your host. I am by far the most dedicated to this podcast. But Darius is currently off camera. He's trying to get his iPhone working, or not his iPhone working. His iPhone is working, and he's trying to get his laptop working. If it doesn't work, we're just going to go with the iPhone. His audio is going to be not quite as good as it typically is.
I'll do my best.
But Ben will do his best. And then Ben is off camera today. We've got an in-house audience today, which is Ben's daughter. And so he's hanging out with her, and then you'll hear him kind of chime in. Marianne, give us a good baby noise. There it is. Grabbing the microphone. She's immediately does not care about her toys. She's just attracted to the microphone like Alicia Keys. Just, you can't stop her. I don't know. Hey, welcome to NewWayStories. We are a comedy podcast that talks about creativity, comics, cinema, and amongst other things that start with a C. Today we're talking about
kayaks,
county fairs.
Karate.
I actually feel good. I didn't realize that it still worked. But if you add in county fairs,
how great would that be if we just became a podcast about county fairs?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I was thinking about it. There's a market there for it. Is that you could just travel the U.S. and hit up county fairs, and then like once a year you do your big one where you are at like Carnival in South America. you got the running of the bulls in.
The zipper must be huge there.
Oh yeah, big attraction.
They've got the biggest gravitron in the world at Carnival. It's a long-standing Brazilian tradition.
So, but first, I want to just talk briefly about putting furniture together. And I will tell you, so a while ago, I had this joke. Our friend Evan Bohannon from high school, he like built a house for him and his wife on the weekends. He was like, yeah, for the last 2 years, I've been building a house.
Yeah.
On the weekend. And I was like, oh my gosh. And at the time I literally had put off putting together an IKEA bookshelf for 2 years. And so that was like, I was like, you built a house and I like refused to build this bookshelf. It is built, by the way, and it's been up in our house since we moved back. But nursery things are coming together, and I had to build a dresser. My mother-in-law and I teamed up on building a dresser, and then the crib, pretty easy. Dresser, a little more difficult.
It's tough.
And I know that they try to simplify the process, and I know that I'm not breaking any, this is not groundbreaking hot takes that setting up furniture sucks, and it's not from IKEA, so it was in English, but they didn't even do English. They just took pictures of the things, like crude drawings of what you're supposed to have, and then you are supposed to like put it together. I mean, like you're supposed to put it together in your mind. And so I was upside down at one point, with not me, the dresser, the bottom part. I was like, this looks good. And then one part didn't fit at all. And you're like, oh, that's because it's backwards. And so we had to take apart like the 7 pieces that we had put together, reassemble it, and then we were off and running. However, here's the thing. The very last piece, the top middle part, it wasn't the very last piece, but the top middle part for the drawers, they had already had the hardware in them, right? So it wasn't like a IKEA where we had to like also drill the hardware into it, but they already had the hardware, and it only fit one way, and everything else was right. So we knew that we were on the right track, and it only fit one way. So you go, okay, this has to be it. The holes only line up one way. And then you try to put the drawers on, and they were misaligned by like 3 millimeters. This is very odd because Darius Giles is joining us While Darius Giles
yeah.
is already joined us. Boy, that was. I suppose you can hit record since you haven't really talked at this point. But it was backwards, and you put the drawer in, and the drawer was just lopsided, literally by like 2 or 3 millimeters, and you could tell. And you're like, what the heck? This is backwards. So what happened was they put the company. This isn't my fault, and I have. Like, my mother-in-law was there to also say, this is not our fault.
Yeah.
The company...
Well, you don't think I built this right? Ask my mother-in-law.
So
my mother-in-law will tell you all about it.
They put the hardware on backwards. We took the hardware off, drilled a new hole, put the hardware back on, flipped it around, and then it fits perfectly.
Whoa.
But here's the thing. I don't like, listen, I'm not here to brag that I know how to use a drill. My mother-in-law did that part. If you were only talking...
This place is level. This place is freaking plumb. Just get my mother-in-law in here. She'll tell you.
If we're only talking 2 or 3 millimeters on backwards, not backwards, just make the piece square so it works either way.
Yep.
I'm not here to tell you how to run your businesses, cupboard company.
IKEA.
Dresser company. This wasn't IKEA, and this was the other thing. I go, we're buying from a much
more
reputable,
upscale.
much more upscale. Exactly.
The place my mother-in-law picked.
Which the Swedish don't really have a knock on making cheap things, except the thing they're most famous for is flimsy furniture. I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, it's about nothing. It's about nothing. They're just playing a prank on the rest of the world.
Yeah,
it's true. We could make this the best furniture you've ever had, but we didn't want to.
But we won't. We can, but we won't.
But we won't.
The stupid American. I don't know why I did that accent.
None of us know what Swedish people sound like.
Accent.
Yeah,
I have no idea what Swedes sound like. I just know
they're very stoic and nod a lot.
Okay, so hey, did you guys build this furniture?
Which makes great content for audio podcasting.
for radio broadcast.
And I can say this confidently because 98% of our money comes from my wife's paycheck. I would love to pay a premium on already built things. Like, I'll pay $50 more for something that is already...
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and I get it. Like, you got to break it down for shipping or whatever. But, give me an already built dresser. That's one of the reasons that I like going to thrift stores. Not because I'm cheap and want to, get a good deal. Which
been built.
That stuff happens to also be true. But it's already built. You just find one poor sucker with a truck to get it to your house. And
that's all you got to do.
That's it, man. I would rather hunt down somebody with a truck than try to put together the puzzle of trying to figure. It took us 3 hours to build. Now, I'm not saying that my time, every hour spent in my day is worth, minimum wage $16.66 an hour.
There's a couple hours that could donated time.
But I would have loved to have paid $17 times 3, But I didn't. I took it upon myself to be the man of the house along with my mother-in-law to build the dresser for little Peter and all of his clothes and onesies. We just picked out some Christmas onesies.
Ooh, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. Yep.
See,
it was for your baby. You could have just used a freaking shoebox.
Listen.
His clothes are going to be tiny.
We already have so many
shoeboxes.
We already have shoeboxes, and I tried to put them together, and Kate didn't go for it.
You think we did?
No.
That would be so great if you had constructed a bunch of cardboard stuff with cardboard and duct tape, the way we used to as children.
It's like, no. This is a sick fort. Peter's going to love this. We can tell him it's a castle. It goes with the theme.
Just wait till he sees the tunnels. So
anyway, that's my most recent struggles, and and trials and tribulations of being
It's
a father.
rough too.
You're really a martyr of the faith.
Well, yes, it's a great point. It's a great point.
It's rough too because in the time that it took you to figure out what was wrong with that build it yourself furniture, Evan Bohannon could have built you from scratch. A dresser.
Right. With
Could have
nice
beveled
like
it, leveled it, layered it, playered it.
nice like beautiful like lathed, designs on the intricate sort of stuff. Yeah.
It's like Buddy the Elf speed.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. I'm just a side note. When it's almost October.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to bring that up right now.
Okay,
When
don't
can
bring
you
it
up.
start
First
watching
Christmas.
Elf.
Okay, no, but Kate and I just had this realization. We always have these grand ideas that we're going to like blow through tons of Christmas movies.
Yeah,
And
there's only so much time.
There's only so much time, and we end up watching like maybe 10, right?
Oh, okay.
10.
No, that's great.
No, 10. I think 10. We'll
You guys
definitely
watch
hit
more
the
movies than me.
staples.
Yeah.
But like we're both going to be on like maternity and paternity leave.
Oh,
well, like Kate's going to be
dude.
on maternity leave, and I'm going to not go to Northtown. I'm calling it paternity leave. We're going to have like legit
How long have you been unemployed?
paternity leave. I've been on paternity leave since 6 months after she was pregnant. But we're like, November 20th, right? That's kind of when we're expecting to be home with Peter, and a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
I've been told a lot of sleeping happens for the first
Hopefully.
weeks.
Not my
It's
girl.
like you like feed. They sleep for a couple hours. You wake them up. You feed. They sleep for a couple hours.
Yeah, I imagine the
2
problem
hours.
is the sleep is completely irregular.
You know what
I
is
imagine
great
that's the hard thing.
about 2 hours of sleeping? Perfect
enough
for an
time for
hour
a
and a half or
movie.
hour 45 Christmas movie. And really, Christmas movies shouldn't be beyond 2 hours.
That's
So-
actually true.
So I think we're gonna put together a list and blow
Oh,
through like
man.
30 or 40 Christmas movies this year,
That's really sick. That's really sick. How
and
long
also
would it-
spend time with our son.
I mean, he won't remember.
We're planning on being very neglectful early on when we know he won't remember.
What's great is like if in 20 years you're getting 21 year whatever you're getting ready for his wedding and he's like, oh, do you have baby pictures? And all the pictures from the first 4 months of his life are just pictures of you and Kate watching movies. He's not in them. Oh man!
First days of parenthood.
This was the Godfather
4
marathon.
Christmases.
Oh, that was so cute.
The Godfather marathon. I've been trying to convince Kate to watch The Godfather for a long time. When they talked about it in Barbie, they were like, The Godfather. I was like, listen, you should watch The Godfather because it is great, and you should have more than just a checking account. Anyway,
Yes.
the county fair, the Central Washington State Fair, is happening right now. And as soon as we're done recording this, Kate and I are going to go.
Oh, you're gonna get out there and go.
We're going to go get it.
That's what I did last
Um,
Friday, right after we got done recording, is I went to the Washington State Fair.
Oh, in Puyallup.
Yeah.
So you went to the Washington State Fair. We're going to go to the Central Washington State Fair.
Yeah.
Give us the highlights. The Puyallup lineup is typically way better, as you
Well,
might.
you say that, and I will say if you're judging it based on what musical acts come, that's a fair assessment. While we were at the fair, Brittany turned to me and she said, everyone makes such a big deal about the Puyallup Fair. It's a fair. It's the same as every other fair.
Pretty much the same feeling plus a little better musical acts.
Yeah, but yes, that's true. But the musical acts are like $75 a seat.
Oh,
to
you
go
have to
see.
pay more?
Yeah, like when I
That's-
was in the Tri-Cities, you could stand outside of you could stand right outside of the concert area and still enjoy the performance.
Right. You have VIP stuff where you can like pay for a seat. I love the good old days. Did you watch Weird Al with me?
Yeah.
Okay, so like Weird Al, Kenny Loggins,
Yeah.
Same exact musical acts, both parody comedy. No, like you pay a ticket to get into the fair, and then you can go stand or sit on the bleachers, and then there's a VIP section or like good seats, right, where you can like sit, pay $50, $75 to get into. That's the fair formula that I like.
Yeah.
And I also
cannot do that at Puyallup.
I also think what the Central Washington State Fair has failed to realize is that if you get good musical acts, I will buy multiple tickets to get into the fair.
Yeah.
Compared to, like, Kate and I are going to go after the pod, and that'll be the one time we go to the fair this year.
Yep.
Right? And it's not because we can't spend the money or whatever. It's just like, listen, we're going to do the rounds. We're going to see the rabbits. We're going to see the high schoolers' fruit displays. We're going to eat deep fried food, and then we're going to leave. And that's it. And so beyond that,
once you get, I mean, for me, I don't ride fair rides anymore. One, because they cost per ride, which is just obscene.
You go, Puyallup has per ride. They don't do wristbands.
I don't know, but I suppose if there was a wristband, we probably just looked at the price and said,
well, I'll tell
that's
you,
a
I was going to say,
silly
I'll tell you
price.
what, the wristband,
It's like $100.
Yeah, like, I don't know what it is these days, but I don't know if you remember back in the day. This is very niche to Yakima. Did we decide niche or niche? Niche.
I think we said Nietzsche.
Nietzsche.
Let's meet in the middle. Say Nietzsche.
This is a very Yakima Nietzsche thing. Snyder's Bread Day.
Yeah, the Snyder's Bread Day.
You show up on Monday. The schools have it off.
Yeah.
They go, hey, this is going to be the day everybody can go to the fair.
Yep.
And you turn in your Snyder bread ticket and you get a $25 wristband. You can ride all the rides you want. And my family, right, they're poor, to lack of a better term. You think about it, it's like $10 to get in. This is back in the day, right? $10 to get in, and then you got to pay for rides and food and everything. It's quite the event for a family of 5, especially. That's not even including the family photo that we got every year, $5 for a button, a large button of black and white. That was the family portrait for a lot of years for the Roberts.
Even in 2003, for a family of 5, which I guess is like just at the very bottom rung of a large family, right? It's not one kid. It's not 2 kids. It's 3 kids. That was us as well. Just the very bottom rung of, oh, you've got more kids than adults.
Right.
But still, for a family of 5, even in 2003, that would have been $350.
Yeah.
And you're talking about George Bush dollars. Those didn't go far.
Yeah.
All that money was going to fight the war on terror.
You know what's kind of crazy is the war bonds. We paid our way to get into the Central Washington State Fair with Iraqi war bonds. I looked at a comic book, an advertisement for like an NES game in the early 90s, and the game itself was like $65.
Yeah.
To purchase whatever the game was.
Yeah.
That's like, what's a new video game I haven't bought? Like
$70, $80.
Yeah, $70, $80.
So it's only $70, $80 in today's dollars.
Yeah.
Like minimum wage back then, the people who were buying video games, dude, you had to work for like 3 full days before you could afford the new Mario.
You're paying
now,
$5 an hour.
You just get your state paycheck and you can buy 4 or 5 video games, no big deal. It's kind of crazy. Like
welfare checks in. Mortal Kombat 11 is out. It's time to go.
It is. I look at like the like what a VHS player costs compared to like a DVD player today, right? You're like, people were spending literally like $700 on a brand new like
half
top
a
of the
year's
line
wages.
VHS.
That's like 2 denarii in the New Testament.
And then like now. It's like you can buy a Blu-ray player for $10 at Goodwill if you want.
You don't understand, babe. This thing is HD.
Dude, it's crazy.
720.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
You want to watch Pixar's Up, but it looks like it was made of paper mache? Blu-ray.
Did I tell you that I sold the Mary Kate and Ashley VHSs? Did we talk about that?
Oh,
we did,
dude.
yeah. I put them on eBay and they sold immediately. I was like, dang, I needed to put way more money on this.
That's crazy.
Okay, so
all that time outside of their house gathering the footage of them incognito. That's a
really
big
paid off.
investment.
I go, this adds up to 8 cents an hour? This is not worth my time at all.
Guys, I have some black market Mary-Kate and Ashley. It's just a bunch of them coming in and out of their driveway.
Mary-Kate and Ashley, passport to Paris. It's just them eating a baguette.
All of them all the way to Paris. That's really good.
I did. What a formula, though, for a successful movie franchise. You take these two girls who are going to live out like teenage girl fantasies, and they're all filmed on location, right? So it's like Passport to Paris, filmed in Paris.
That's insane.
Holiday in the Sun.
Billboard Dad, filmed in a billboard.
Billboard Dad. I think
Holiday in the Sun's in Rome, right?
In Rome, yep. And what was there's an Australia. Kate! Kate! Brittany!
There is an Australian one. Oh,
what's the Australian one called? But it's filmed in Sydney.
It's like around the year 2000. I think we could probably say it was called Down Under or
Down Under,
something similar to whatever the stock thing to say about Australia was.
It actually was, they tried Quigley Down Under 2, Mary-Kate and Ashley's adventure.
Mary-Kate and Ashley, Dundee.
Dundee.
It's a guy trying to wrangle Mary-Kate and Ashley.
But I'm like, that is like a fun thing where you go, this is... Yeah. We got a baby in the background.
Your whole family goes out on location for, I don't know, 2 months, however long it takes to film.
Someone asked, careful, Ben, you're still hooked up. Someone asked, I was listening to Tom Hanks' interview, and they're like, what's your favorite movie to film? And he goes, I've done it for so long that now are the ones that I look back on and have the best memories with my family. And so he was like, when I was filming, I think it was Castaway, they were in Hawaii for 2 straight months. And he was like, got to hang out with my family in Hawaii. I got to walk on the beach every morning.
So awkward though, because every time they went out to dinner, they were like, and Tom? He's like, nothing. I'll take the hoo-hoo platter.
Take one strip of red fish because I have to spill. Hold on, I speared this fish for you. Can you just... Wilson's always there. Colin feels crazy neglected because Wilson is getting all of Tom Hanks's...
Colin, put the volleyball back on your head. He has another son that makes far right rap videos.
Really?
Chet. Yeah. His name is Chet.
Chet?
Yeah.
Chet Hanks?
Yeah.
Feels like not actually a real name.
He was doing
it's very odd.
A lot of Jamaican music too. Like he would do the Jamaican accent. Look it up.
Crazy.
All right. Well, listen, we're not here to put down anybody's creativity. We're here to encourage it.
Hey guys. I wrote a rap about bacon.
So, okay, back to county fairs, though. Speaking of creativity, I think the county fair circuit is dying. Which is a little sad, or at least Central Washington State Fair. I keep hearing there's empty, booths at the Sun Dome, and it's crazy expensive to be a vendor, and then prices are skyrocketing. Right, you get a crappy burger. And it's over $20 and it's tough. But it's hard times financially for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think that, in the Central Washington State Fair, kind of 2 years ago or last year, maybe, it was either 2 years or last year, they only brought in cover bands. They didn't bring in a real, band. I mean, what's the difference? They go, do we bring in AC/DC? Or do we bring in the all-girl cover band Hell's Bells, and it sounds the same? And
you like Weird Al Yankovic's covers? You're gonna love Weird Gal Blankenship's covers.
I mean, there was literally a cover band for everybody. And the Seasons Performance Hall, before they went under, they were also trying to do this because I saw.
Remember the 30 Rock where
she tries to make Jenna makes a silly song and Weird Al makes it a serious song.
Because if you're Weird Al, you have to turn his songs back serious.
It is.
That whole concept of that's like really funny.
It's unbelievable. That episode is like
So,
top notch. I've been circling back through 30 Rock yet again, and I'm just like, man,
I need to do it
I
again.
love this show so much.
I'm watching an anime right now, which is taking up all of my bandwidth.
You got 9 million episodes to go.
No, it's a shorty.
Oh, okay. Only 3 million episodes.
no,
Yeah.
it's literally it's like less than 100 episodes total.
I was getting, this is going to be very confusing for a second. Kate and I have Thai Thursday. We get Thai food every Thursday from the Tea Garden. It's delicious. And so we're like, when I call, I go, hey, can I do an order for carryout? And they go, hey, Jesse, you would like this? And I go, yeah, you get it.
You would like this?
So their family is from Cambodia.
Can we swing by the Thai Garden and also get some tea on the way home?
You could if you wanted.
Sorry.
They're from Cambodia.
Yes.
The son, one of the sons, is married to a girl who is from Japan, and they do
funny.
Thai and Chinese food at this restaurant. So it's a large mix. And so then he goes, I've been watching, we were talking about YouTube rabbit holes, and he goes, I've been watching Chinese short films.
Oh,
I
interesting.
Go, wow, okay. I was like, that's kind of cool. I was like, do you speak Chinese? And he goes, no, they're in subtitles. I go, I'm not trying to say it's all the same. I wasn't, but you're a Cambodian family making Thai food and Chinese food, and you're married to a Japanese woman, which I asked about Godzilla and didn't get a straight answer yet. I want to know what she thinks of Godzilla, but he goes, they have subtitles, and I go, oh, cool. Well, like, how long is a short film? And he goes, like 2 or 3 hours. And I go, well, you're watching just Chinese films. Like, that's not a short film. And he goes, oh, yeah, I guess. He goes, but usually, like in his mind, one story constitutes as a film, which is like 100 hours, and then they break it up into like miniseries. Like, I think that he's thinking of what we would think of as like a miniseries or even a TV series, but for him, he's like, this one story constitutes a film, and I'm watching this short film that wraps everything up inside of 2 hours. Which it was just a really funny.
That's
thing.
an interesting language culture.
Yeah, and then I grabbed my General So and left. So
from the Thai place, from the tea garden.
exactly, from the Cambodians. So
I'm following.
You get it. So the Central Washington State Fair. They went to these cover bands. I'm like, I'm not paying money to watch a cover band. This is the sort of stuff that you see.
No money for no cover band.
You see it on the community stage, right? The Pacific Power community stage when you're eating a corn dog and you're listening to something fun happening. There's definitely a place. You're listening to the Rod Giles band. Absolutely. Yeah. There's absolutely a place for that at the county fair.
Yeah, well, people don't buy tickets to go see my dad play music.
No,
he's a phenomenal musician, but he doesn't have the notoriety for people to buy tickets to go see him play.
Go to the bar and the bar pays him. It's like a pleasant surprise whenever you hear like a good bar.
Absolutely.
You go, there's going to be live music, and you kind of know what you're getting. And then when you hear somebody that's like pretty talented, you go, well, that was cool. That was fun.
Absolutely.
We did this with like comedy, my friend Corey and I, when we wrote like a Harry Potter sketch show. Yeah. We were like, nobody's going to come to see Jesse and Corey's sketch show. So we like had to market it as Harry Potter sketch show, right? It's like, we don't have the notoriety for our name. But
borrow some clout from old JK.
And now there's like, they don't even have, they're just like, hey, there's live music on like 5 different stages. And I'm like, you're not even marketing somebody, which really tells me that you haven't got. So
it's so interesting because I like the Puyallup Fair from observation. It really seems to be crushing. Now, to be fair,
the Puyallup Fair probably could be crushing, and the Central Washington State Fair could just be struggling.
Well, it is. You're saying this, and I'm thinking about like the dynamics of it, and like the Puyallup Fair. When I lived in Linwood, which is an hour north of Puyallup, and you have to go through the worst traffic.
Yeah, the hour of drive turns into 2.5 hours during the right
dude, depending
time.
on what day you go.
100%.
100%. You're driving straight down I-5.
Yeah.
So, and it's impossible to park and all these things. But we went all the way down there when I lived in Linwood, and they've got Tacoma, Seattle, Olympia, north of Seattle, the Everett area. They've got all, and then frankly, I'm sure there's a fair in like Vancouver area as well. But anyway, that's a lot of people all the way over to like the Snoqualmie area. Like it's a much, you're talking about Yakima. You've got people, you've probably got 500,000 people.
I actually was
in
curious.
The Greater Valley.
I was curious what the draw is for the Central Washington State Fair. I got to track these
people
numbers
come from
down.
Sunnyside for sure.
Sunnyside, do they come from Prosser? Do they come from the Tri-Cities?
It's hard
do they
because
come
the
from
Tri-Cities,
Wenatchee?
The Tri-Cities Fair is, I would say, like comparable for me to the Central Washington State Fair.
Yeah, and I'm not going, someone from Yakima, I'm not going to the Tri-Cities Fair.
And so if you're from Prosser, I imagine it's just way easier to get to the Tri-Cities than to get to Yakima.
Probably pick and choose.
Maybe it just depends.
I think there's some monster trucks happening at the Central Washington State Fair, which might be a draw.
Yeah, well, screw everything else then.
Love me some monster trucks.
Yeah.
Gravedigger. That's my guy. It's my guy.
That guy's ironically never going to die.
That black and green car. Yeah, okay. So here's my thing, though. I think that even as we're talking about this, and I think that society and county fair culture has trained us, the toxicity of county fair culture. One, you're going because there's like this draw, right, for a big band, right? Or for us, when we were in high school, it was like, yo, this like might be the only chance we have to watch Kenny Loggins, or this might be the only chance we have to see the last living member of Foreigner, right? Or whatever. Yeah. And I get it. Those are glorified cover bands, but you got at least one original member, which is funny because when we were in high school, that was mid 2000s. We were watching people from the 80s, like 70s and 80s. That's only like 25 or 30 years after their prime. Dude, 25, like
Three Doors Down.
I was going to say, like, why is 3 Doors Down not doing the county fair circuit? They probably are doing some of the more.
They did it in the Tri-Cities.
They did.
And the crowd that was out there, we happened to be at the fair that day.
They're probably going nuts.
It was insane. Not only were there it felt like everybody in the entire city was there watching 3 Doors Down.
Dude.
And the amount of babies that were conceived in that crowd, based on the closeness of the cuddling of some people.
Yeah, let's go.
Saying, there's going to be some 3 Doors Down triplets.
I mean, that's my kryptonite. If we're gonna,
that's your kryptonite. Like Kate's got to have she's got to have this silver bullet to get you in bed. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
as long as I could.
There's got to be. I don't know why we're not like booking these bands, right? Or even we were talking about bringing in my oh gosh, what's their name? My barista like works kind of in the music industry. He was working down in Portland, and he helps All American Rejects. They have like a side project without the main guy. And so he does stuff for them.
Some American Rejects. But
now the main guy is back, and now they're the All American Rejects again. And they're doing they're doing house shows, right?
Which is really cool.
You put $5,000 together, and you can like get on the wait list for like a sick house show.
That's pretty rad.
But I was like, in my head, I'm like, how much is All American Rejects? Because like to me, I'm like, there's a crowd that's gonna come and pay. You don't have to bring that many people.
I want to get some people together, raise the money to get the All American Rejects
Dude.
put it so far out in the country that nobody wants to come, not promote it at all.
Just 4 or 5 people.
Just watch them have a practice gig.
Dude. But I'm like, we could put together $5,000 to bring in the All-American Rejects. Like, why aren't they playing the county fair?
Hear that, Stone Church?
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So I think that our mindset is wrong for the county fair, especially as like attendees, because what originally took place in county fairs is like this highlight of people in your community, in your county. You go, you want to know who's got the best canned peaches?
Yeah.
It's, Aunt B from 3 Doors Down, ironically. Yeah. She's their bassist. Or like,
I'm trying to think of 3 Doors Down references, but I don't actually know any of their songs. I keep wanting to say this is how you remind me of what I really am, but I don't think that's a 3 Doors Down song.
No, that's definitely Nickelback. That's embarrassing for you.
It is. It is.
Oh boy, there are actually a lot of 3 Doors Down songs outside of Kryptonite, and I am blanking on them. There's actually a really sick one from 2011, 10-ish with some really sick free running in the music video. I do remember that.
Nice. They did a Carly Rae Jepsen team up, did their own version of Call Me Maybe.
Did they really?
No. I'm just thinking of like other stuff that was happening in 2011 and 2012. I love that.
So
sorry.
No.
Dude.
So anyway, I think like the highlighting of the people in your community or whatever, and which is where like the like stage for community bands music actually makes sense, where you go, hey, come see this, like, or like do a battle of the bands or something like that, where you go, hey, like we're highlighting the community people, and they have some of that, but they don't drive it. They go, come eat the crazy food that we have. But it's like, for Yakima, like get the Fat Pastor to be like, yo, the Fat Pastor is doing like a dish that he created for the fair. Like what a cool like person to be in our community, and that he's doing this stuff, or like we're doing art, whatever.
Well, I do think that's actually super smart. And I do think, I don't know, I'm sure it's complicated. And at the end of the day, it's one of those hard things, because me and you want to like figure out what can we do that like really amps up the creative community juice. And then at the end of the day, they're like, well, we have to make X amount of money on this.
Totally.
So we really don't care. But
I do think though that if that's the main drive, because right now they go, look at this, guys. We brought in a Styx cover band. You go, don't make that a part of your marketing, right? I honestly think if you take it back to the grassroots of what a county fair is supposed to be, and obviously you have to have the rides, you have to have that sort of element of it, and obviously families and kids are going to drive a lot of those sales, but it has turned into cover bands and a time to buy a motorhome, which is actually an okay thing as well, where you go, hey, these are the businesses in our community, and what a deal do they have on hot tubs?
Get a spa, my guy.
Let's do this. We have a sauna. They build their own sauna.
That's rad.
You can get it for 40% off.
BYOS.
Speaking of Sweden, sauna, Sweden.
That right? Sounds right. I can't ever remember what's in Finland, what's in Sweden, and what's in Norway,
and what's in Switzerland. That's a completely different.
And then there's Switzerland too. Yeah,
and French. They all confuse me.
Yeah, or Ukraine. Yeah, so sue me. I don't know the difference between Ukraine and Sweden. They used to be the same country. Now Sweden has invaded Ukraine. I don't know. Wise men say only fools Russian. So that's my favorite new cover of that Elvis Presley song.
I thought you were talking J Beebs.
Wise men say
J
only
Beebs
fools
and
Russian.
Chance, right?
What?
It's Chance, right? J Beebs
Chance
and
the
James.
Rapper?
Wise men say fools Russian. What's the Justin Bieber song? Go into the water.
Go into the water.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
No, I haven't heard
No.
it.
Yeah.
The one about baptism. Yeah.
He says wise men say only fools Russian.
You're right. That he does say that. But it is
Right?
from the classic Elvis Presley song that everyone plays at their wedding.
I have never heard that Justin Bieber or Chance song.
You've never heard
It's
that
good.
song? It's a good song.
It is actually. It's a fun, and not just because it's like religious. It's just like a easy listen.
You know what else is a good
I'm
song?
a believer. Yeah.
Again, I mean, you can hate on that stuff, but Chance the Rapper, one of the greatest lyricists of his time.
I fucking love Chance.
Justin Bieber is a musical genius, whether people like that or not. He's probably the best male vocalist in pop music in the
he's really
last 50 years. It's insane how talented he is.
Probably far better than Corey Asbury or
Forrest Fake.
Forrest Frank.
Forrest Frank.
Just kidding. Number one Forrest Frank fan who commented on our episode.
Number one Forrest.
The
we got
number one Forrest Frank
number
fan
one. Oh,
commented on, and he has a sub Spotify account that's the number 4 NewWayStories fan. He hasn't quite
It's-
topped Denton.
It's Denton.
I wonder how many people he had to kill to become the number one Forrest Frank fan. How many backs did you have to break? The number one Forrest Frank fan.
Let's be honest, it's probably Forrest.
Well,
Probably
it's him.
Forrest.
Yeah, he goes,
It's
I don't know what
probably
you guys
Forrest.
are talking about. That Forrest Frank guy is really cool.
It's actually Corey Asbury. They started doing that for each other. Forrest has an account that's number 9 Corey Asbury.
Next
fan.
week, we're going to do a follow-up EP because they officially released their song and had a heart-to-heart
And we
about back-to-back.
and it's so crazy. And they did a podcast episode about it.
They did a podcast. We've been doing podcasts
with
for
Ruslan.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also let the record show I don't hate Forrest Frank.
But
I don't hate Forrest Frank. either.
so Only Fools Russian. What were we talking about before we were confused about what Swedish people do?
Wiseman say Swedish, Finland. How
And-
do we get to saunas? Because there's local
Oh,
people.
the local. You can
say,
buy a sauna,
sauna.
as the Swedes say.
Hi, hello, arrivederci. I would like to buy a sauna, as the
Like
Swedes
to
say.
buy a sauna.
Would anyone like a spaghetti and a Swedish meatball? It's there. I'm not an idiot. I know about Europe. But at the Puyallup Fair, they do have like Fisher Scones is a big thing. And that's a local place. And there are other food vendors that are big time local food vendors. Again, the difference is we have there's so much of a bigger population around the Washington State, the Puyallup Fair, that it's easier to be like, oh, this is one of the best spots in this giant metropolitan area.
Sure.
To like it's like kind of a dive food bar or it's a food truck. But there's gotta like literally there's places that we go in Yakima just to get tamales. And as a matter of fact, there's a place in Yakima that's like that Guy Fieri has been to make tamales, and it's like a really reputable, well-known tamale place. So I imagine they sell food at the fair. If they don't, that's a huge miss. The fair should be going after them.
Dude, what if the fair, Ben and I were kind of talking about this. I'm a little disappointed in Trump's campaign so far. Because he has not brought the World's Fair like he said he would.
Oh, dude.
We talked about it a while ago, and you're going back on a promise.
There's still 3 more years.
Sometimes the truth is the world isn't actually fair.
I love it. He's but the World's Fair that I like studied the most is the one in Chicago, and and he set up the guy who like kind of coordinated it all. He set up the whole idea of the World's Fair is like, let's highlight these certain spots in the world, and you don't really need the World's Fair anymore because you have the world's internet. So you can
the worldwide internet.
You can Google things. But there is something different about experiencing it I would say you can see a visual, you can learn about it. Then you could probably go to the World's Fair or something like that and experience it a little bit. And then you go to the place. I think it's like one of the reasons why Christians really love going to Jerusalem, right? You get to like walk the same area that Jesus walked. And I don't necessarily resonate with that personally in my
He doesn't
faith
like
journey.
walking.
I go, if we can do a Segway tour up the Mount of Golgotha, then I'm in.
But people really like.
But I'm saying
experiencing
that tangible. I'm walking you. It integrates it. You experience it, right? You know it on a deeper level.
And I'm not trying to be funny, but like people actually love going to the Holy Lands experience, which is like in the theme park ecosphere of Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
People love, that's a big deal actually. And there's like the whole Noah's Ark Museum that they built in the last 10 years or 15 years.
So my
people
point
love
is
that stuff.
My point is, I think
Epcot.
Central Washington. Yeah, exactly. Right. That was like the whole thing. It was like, let's take these. I guess that's a really fun point is that like Epcot is like a World's Fair that happens all of the time.
All the time, yeah.
Man, it's almost like
You haven't
Disney
been to
was
Epcot.
like a genius.
I
I've never been to Florida.
We cannot attribute. We can't get on this tangent. We'll have to do a different day about Disney stuff. But you can't attribute Epcot World's pavilions to Walt because he died before they came up with it. He had a much cooler idea.
But I think that him wanting to bring in these like unique places in the world for people to experience.
You're right. And he was also like a massive part of all the mid-century World's Fairs.
So,
he was a huge part of all of them.
Dude, that was like the first animatronics. So cool.
You guys really need to go to Epcot. Magic Kingdom in Florida is extremely underwhelming. Yeah. And but Epcot is actually one of the coolest places I've ever been.
I'll go eventually for sure.
Yeah. It's a long flight.
You'd have to. I really have no interest in Disney World, even though I want to go to Florida someday.
I want to do Disney World, Universal, Florida. Like, I really want to go to Disney World because I want to ride the original Tower of Terror. Because I've only done the Guardians version, and it will make me throw up. That's like a guarantee.
Right,
but I want the Twilight Zone. I
Twilight
literally
Zone.
just bought a brand new Twilight Zone comic book that just came out on Wednesday.
Whoa!
You've never done the original Tower of Terror?
It was the first time I got to Disneyland. They had already converted it to Guardians.
You're the reason that I do the Rod Sterling impression. And like, because you were the guy that was like, dude, I love Twilight Zone when I was a kid. And every time we're watching, because there's a Rod Sterling, I actually believe that it's like an integrated, like the way they did JFK and Forrest Gump, that it's like that. Like somebody did the Rod Sterling voice and then they use clips. Before AI, they use clips to like piece it together to make it look like he's talking. But there's a whole address from Rod Sterling at the beginning of the ride where he comes out and he's like, "Welcome to the Hollywood Tower Hotel."
You're doing Kronk.
My Rod Sterling impression is extremely
you probably
rusty.
haven't heard him for quite some time. Squeaking. In the Twilight Zone. But I think that Yakima, like Central Washington State Fair, you could set it up like that. Like, I think that would be, do you want to like really shake things up? Like, bring us down, like have an aisle of like Little Mexico, right? Yeah. Have an aisle of, another culture that is in Yakima. Filipinos. Oh. How many Filipinos
you can't call it Little Filipinos, though. That's two on the nose.
You got but like, I don't know, you could just do other things that are not necessarily like spray art on t-shirts. Like, I think that there are a lot of cool things. Listen, if that's your creative gift, I'm not trying to bash it. There's plenty of fans out there who still need an Aaliyah t-shirt. But
an Aaliyah t-shirt.
There are other things that we could do. There are other things that we could do. I think that would be
Selena.
I think that would be so much fun to be like, hey, like we are like, this is like Little Mexico, this is prime tamales from
True.
Yakima. This is like Mercedes has their own booth.
Totally, dude. You could also do like this is and I'm sure there's already some kind of modality of this. That's a really pretentious word. I'm sure there's some kind of thing
sweet.
like this.
A modality negra.
It's
A modality especial.
it's one of those like theology words that sometimes I use in like other non-theology conversations. And Brittany goes, "You sound like you think you're better than
Love
everybody
that.
else." And I'm like, I am.
It doesn't just sound like it.
Let me tell you about transubstantiation. But I'm sure there's some expression of this already. But like, there's like an fruit orchard row where it's like, hey, here's all the stuff from your local fruit places, and they do fun stuff.
And it's in harvest time. It's like literally like you're supposed, as you're like highlighting the world's, not the world's, the county's largest pumpkin, right? You could also say, well, here's like, the produce.
Smallest apple. Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool. And again, I actually do think, I don't know, regardless of money and attendance, just like if I could take off that thing, is like, I feel like if Jesse's doing stand up, he's going to invite all of his friends. If the Wilkinsons are going to play music, like,
we haven't had a Riley Wilkinson shout out for a while. But
Riley,
this is going to be our version of SNL and the Beatles. I'm just going to get on every single episode. Be like, Village is getting back together. I've got a $500 check. If the Village wants to perform, we're ready for you.
We're gonna do a concert called "It Takes a Village," and we are gonna get Riley, Landon, and the young one.
Like a yak. Sean, come on.
I think I'm kidding.
We love you, Sean. He doesn't listen. Only Riley listens to it.
Okay, well then Landon.
I think Landon might listen to some of it.
Well, okay, then Landon's great, and Sean is a little turd eater.
Do you remember Faith McDermott who sang at
I
West
absolutely
Valley?
do. Is she married to one of the
married
Wilkinsons?
to Sean, and
she's
she leads
married to Sean.
I don't know why, but
I think I may have
it
known
brings
that they were
me
married.
enjoyment. She leads worship sometimes Sunday mornings at
Stone?
and then Sean's in the back playing the bass. And we got to get Landon here
He's just
because
checking her out while he's playing bass.
you go, come on, Sean. But on some Sundays, you've got 2/3
Nothing's changed
of the
since they were
village.
14.
So, it's just fun for me. But
It takes a village.
It
That's
takes
we're
a
gonna
village.
Host a concert.
What is
New Way Stories,
the
it takes a
world?
village.
We Are the World.
Oh,
We
yeah.
could do a Yakima version of We Are the World.
Well, we did that. The village did that actually.
Oh, they did do that. No. They did it with We Are the World, right? I do remember that.
Yeah.
I want a Yakima version. A new song. I want an original
Not
song
a We Are the World.
with in the likeness of
This is the valley.
Get Gary Puckett in there before he's gone.
Abound,
He might be dead, actually. I'm not
cherries
sure.
on hills. All of the golf courses full of bobs and bills. Yeah.
There's legs there, is what we're saying.
I'm just saying, is not only their legs, but those legs are wearing rollerblades.
So,
we're going places.
all of that to be said, go support your county fair.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Ride a ride. Eat a churro.
Yep.
And celebrate like the local people doing cool things. Kate and I love to go through the quilt thing, and you see cool quilts that are made. You see the canned goods and the art entries. All of that is a lot of fun.
Yep.
And
tell you what you don't see. You don't see any canned goods.
No.
And that's the moral of this story.
Absolutely. So hey, that does it for us at New Way Stories. Next week I'll give you a little preview, or not a preview, a little rundown of what we did. And I don't ride fair rides anymore because my tummy can't handle it. I throw up. But I do, for whatever reason, I can handle the Gravitron. And I think it's because it's enclosed. And even though you're spinning like crazy, my eyes are not, there's not.
Well, the Gravitron doesn't bother me until I get off of it. But
Interesting. You know what I
then once
can't do?
off of it-
The simple pirate ship. Back and
dude.
forth, or like Pharaoh ship.
I mean,
like the up and down. I actually can't even do a swing set for more than like 30 seconds now.
I'm not there yet. But you have always kind of had a very sensitive stomach.
Yeah, shut up.
I mean, I can't.
It's true, man.
I throw up once a week just from eating regular food.
Dude. Motion sickness has been a thing for me. It's
the pirate ship. The pirate ship is literally trying to force food up out of your esophagus.
They're just like, these fair ride inventors are like, what can we do? They're just chomping at the bit to get kids to throw up.
Yeah.
All right.
And how many children threw up this week, Persley? 397, my lord. Oh, Persley, you disappoint me yet again.
He gets thrown on the zipper until he throws up. All right, that's officially it. New Way Stories. Hey, like, subscribe, follow us on Spotify. We lost a follower. We lost a follower in the last 30 days, and so you have to give us someone who is not yet followed. You have to start following us to help our egos.
That's crazy.
If for anything, it's to help our egos.
Somebody hated a podcast they listened to enough that they hit the unfollow.
The unfollow.
Button.
I think that's like, I'm like, I don't know. Are you I also don't follow a ton of people like on something like Spotify, right? So
yeah,
I guess it is kind of, if you have 1 million, well, but then if you're following 1 million people, then how do you even remember to unfollow? I don't know. But if someone else could follow, that would be great. It'll give us the energy to come back next week.
Let's see here. Do I follow? Let's look right now.
No, that doesn't count. If you don't follow,
well, we'll get the count back up.
Well, it'll get the count back up, but I want somebody else.
It'll be perceived. It'll look as if we have a lot of people following us.
Yeah.
Jesse, I'm a pastor.
And
You
that's
think
fine.
I don't know?
I was gonna say, like,
I had a pad number.
We had 78 listeners. Ben listened once on Monday, once on Wednesday.
Looks like I already follow.
Beautiful. All right. We'll see you guys next week.